watch hours. I'm gonna get them watch hours. I'm gonna get them watch hours. I'm gonna go. Hey, kitty cat. Hey, kitty cats. Y'all hungry? Want some corn? Or you going in? She's going in. All right. Hopefully I can be heard a little bit better today. I have my noise canceling microphone on and my shoes untied, but that's how we roll. See, I've been up since about 4:30 this morning because, you know, that's the kind of stuff I do. And it was pouring down raining. I mean, coming down. So, you know, I sat there listening to it. And I was editing a video. Actually, it's the same video I did. I built this garden for us. After watching that video, I realized I could tighten some things up. And I know there's a lot of wind in that film, man. So I just tried to tighten it up a little bit. Didn't do much. It's the same length. I just went back and took out some audio, put music over it, you know. Plus it's a 30-minute video, so it looks good for the channel. But when will I learn? Hey, chicken. When will I learn that my actions have consequences? You see, yesterday I was out here and I told you it rained the night before and that I left my amendments out, my blood meal and all that good stuff and my fertilizer. I left it all out. Your food's that way. But I left it out again. I'll never learn that my actions have consequences. Look, I left it all out again. A fool boy. Idiot. I did that. Why'd I do that? I'll tell you one thing, them radishes are looking nice though, right? They look good. They look good. They look good. I won't say nothing bad about that, boy. They look good. I'm not mad. But I am a little disappointed in myself for leaving my... Not only did I leave them out like a good little boy, I left them open. Good grief. When will I learn? I haven't learned. I haven't learned my lesson. That's my potato in there. Just like I thought. We came and checked on this thing the other day. And it's coming up looking good. What? I should just take that compost from over there like I'm supposed to and put it in here like a good boy. They don't want that. They want some oats and grain. I really hope that this noise canceling mic is working because today is a windy day. It feels good. Peep the what's the names? Peep the, hold on. I always got something funky on, don't I? Look at that. I found these pants. They were like $3 or some. No, actually, I think these were on the dollar rack. It's a spot up in my old city where you can go. It's like a bohemian spot, man. You can pick up some real funky clothes, and it's like, you know, it's used gear, but man, there was some stuff in there, and I'm like, man, I'm out here in the garden in the dirt, so I can get down with that. You have no idea what you're whining about, do you, chicks? You better protect me from these snakes. That's what you should do. And you see from my shadow, you can't see all my locks. I got it bunned up, got it under a tam because they are long and they will go everywhere out here. Oh, this stinks. Did I drip it on myself? Ugh. Oh, that's funky. That is funky. It's alright. Ugh. I hope I didn't spill it on myself, all that juice. I don't see it. Let that go in there. Yeah, but that's it. I just didn't learn from my consequences. I didn't learn that my actions have consequences. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know why. There's a video on YouTube that makes me laugh. This young kid, man, and he's I don't know if he's putting on or not, but he's going off, you know, in a little rant. And man, when I see that thing, it makes me laugh every single time. So I've been saying it to my daughter, and now I got her saying it. Like, Daddy, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? And it's just, even now, man, it tickles me something stupid. But anyway, these are the strawberries here. Yeah. Strawberries looking nice. These are the, I'm stuck on the bumblebee. Chickens. You know who does chicken right? Remember that commercial? There we go, carrots. But the carrots are only coming up in this one little spot. I don't know what the deal is, y'all. But they there. Let me go look at these again. I gotta get these bags. I got cleaning up to do. I know. Give me time. Give me time. I have a lot of things going on. I know every time I show the garden and it look a cluster. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna hit that off. Give me a second. You probably expect the next one to be immaculate, but you know, I have things going on inside the home that I'm perfecting right now. Quick little story. I went down to this secondhand store the other day, and I fell in love. I completely fell in love with this sofa. I mean, it's like Victorian style. It's just a sofa, right? And it says $75 on it. And in my mind, like, that's actually a really good deal. Like, I don't want to haggle too much. But they also had a draft table, right? An artist draft table. And I wanted that thing. The draft table was $65. What happened was, there was also a pogo stick there that was $5. So my daughter never been on a pogo stick. So I said, come on, let's try it out. So we bouncing. She can't get the hang of it. Then boom, she nails it, right? So she bouncing. So while she bouncing, I turn my head and I'm talking to a few people in the store. We just chit-chatting and everything. And, you know, when I say I turn my head, trust me, I have like daddy vision. I can still see her, right? So I'm looking at her and I'm talking to the people. And a lady from the store just comes out and she's like very short. And she goes to Feodora and she's like, give me that. Get off. You know, I don't like that. Now, keep in mind, I can understand. This is a store. This is her property. She don't want to be liable for no accidents. But I still think there's a way you talk to people. You know, my little girl's not going to get talked to like that. So I said, now keep in mind, I'm right there. It's not like I'm across the street. I'm like 2 feet from her. I said, hold on. I said, what's the problem? I said, she can't play with that. Because what I want her to do is simply say, young lady or sir or whatever it is. Hey, don't do that because I don't want you to get hurt, right? She just simply said, yo, give me that. So I said, hey, I said, what's wrong? I said, she can't play with that. And then she said, are you going to buy it? You know, on some like, I don't know what it was. So I was like, I don't think so now. I had my mind set on buying it. It was $5. I was going to get it. It was $5. And I said, nah, I don't think so. So this man set the precedent for what happens next. I sit down on the sofa. It's not necessarily super comfortable, but at this moment in my life, to a degree, I love comfortability, but I'm kind of getting into a style over, I'm kind of getting into like a design and style over comfort kind of thing because I'm back on my path to becoming a minimalist. So I'm like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? I said, this says $75. I said, any way you can cut it? She, absolutely not. She just chops me off. I'm like, all right, cool. She said, what else you looking at? All right. I'm also looking at the draft table. I could take 5 off of that. I could give it to you for 60. So I'm like, okay, you know, I mastered the cool, right? I'm really comfortable. I don't know what I'm aiming at here. I'm just kind of spinning. I don't know what to aim at while I tell this story. So I look at the chair. I look the chair over. Come to find out, it's severely damaged, right? On the sides and on the back, it's cracked. It's like cracked. kind of thing. If my little Fifi jump in that chair, it's collapsing. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. And I look on the sign, it says $75 damaged as is. I didn't even notice that. So I'm like, all right, this is probably why it's $75. And she's probably thinking, I'm not gonna mark this down anymore, you know? So I can dig it. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever. We leave, we go over to another little store. They got like 50-cent VHSs and stuff in there like that. And that's, so if you waited till the very end of a video I did about 2 or 3 videos ago, is at the very end, is hidden. It's like an extra minute in. You see like 30-second footage of me and my daughter in that store purchasing some Earthworm Jim VHS tapes, right? That's for another video. But anyway, that's there. Check it out if you get a chance. Just fast forward to the end. I think, I can't remember which video it is. All right, so I leave the store, I go to the other store, and I come home, and like, I'm thinking about this sofa. I'm like, yo, that sofa would be so nice. And what I'm thinking is maybe having somebody sit in that sofa while I do some photography or seating while I paint them or something like that. It's really that kind of sofa to me, where you would just sit in and have a glass of wine and eat some skinless grapes. Like, that's how it feels to me. I really hope you can hear me and I'm not wasting anybody's time with this audio. So I'm like, okay, I go and get, I go to sleep. I wake up, I'm thinking about the sofa. Like 3 days pass and I'm like, I really want that sofa, right? So needless to say, we check on it. Sofa's still there. So I'm like, great. Can you hold the sofa? She said we can hold the sofa like 48 hours or something like that, 72 hours, can't remember. But I'm like, okay. The drafting table's gone, which it's okay. It's a little sad, but I really wanted that thing because I'm getting ready to throw myself, the same way I throw myself into this Garden of Feodora channel, I'm getting ready to throw myself right back into my Works of Freedom artwork channel and everything like that. So I'm going to be posting there too. And check out the website, is www.worksoffreedom.com. But that's my artwork there. So anyway, I'm going to throw myself back to that, and I'm going to document this road because I have an art show coming up in a few months. So I'm going to try to document myself all the way up to that art show. Then I'm going to try to do live feed from the art show of me selling art, painting art, probably performing and all that good stuff. So the sofa, hopefully, is supposed to come today. A friend of mine got in contact with a friend of hers who got in contact with her brother, and her brother is going to bring the sofa. He's going to bring the sofa, hopefully today. But yeah, that's all. It's just a story about a sofa. Hope I didn't bore you too much. This audio pretty much is for anybody who's just kind of working in the garden and needs some audio. Maybe you're studying, drawing, painting, topping off some flowers, and you just want some audio to listen to. That's pretty much what this is, because the visuals, I'm not really showing anything. But this is it. I'm getting ready to sign out. This is the one and only Father Feodora, and I want to thank you for rocking with the best. And as always, peace and blessings from the Garden of Feodora.